One of my absolute favourite little pasta suppers has to be my mushy roast garlic and cherry tomato pasta, which is very, very simple to make. Perfect for all you food tube fans. All you need is a roasting pan to make the sauce, and it's great for cutting down on the washing up. Good bit of pasta going in here, a good handful like this, straight into the pot. Now, the key with a pasta like this is a beautiful little pasta sauce. So what I have is some cherry tomatoes here. So just place them in there. And we're going to do all of these just open-faced and straight into our pan. And if this happens, just turn down your heat. You don't want pasta water all over your hob. And give it a quick stir and everything will be calm again. Calmness will be restored. I've some red onions here and some garlic. Now with these red onions, you want them to keep their shape when they roast up. So what you need to do is just take off the top and then peel off the edges of them. And the root that we've allowed to be there is going to hold this fully together. So all I'm doing now is just cutting them into kind of sixths, I suppose. So toss them straight in, and the same with these ones as well. Now grab some garlic, take off the top. Now what you get left with is these beautiful little garlic cloves, which when they go into the oven, they'll roast off, become mushy and sweet and beautiful. So that goes in alongside the rest of our ingredients. A little bit of balsamic vinegar, about a tablespoon going in here, and then some good quality olive oil going in here as well. A good few glugs, maybe a tablespoon and a bit. Some black pepper, good bit of salt, and then just give it a big kind of a swivel. Get the hips in, get it going, and get them all tossed through. So this goes straight into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius, and that's 400 degrees Fahrenheit. What happens when it comes out, you get these beautiful tomatoes which have become dark, deep and delicious, and the best thing of all is those little garlic cloves have become really mushy and squidgy, and it's exactly that which is going to make this pasta beautiful. Speaking of pasta, I think this one is done. Just drain it over by the sink and just place it straight back in, saving a bit of that water in there. Bring that over. So now our pasta's cooked, now we need to sort out our sauce. So using a little bit of water, we're just going to create a sauce in the base of this. You could use the pasta water, which would have been the most clever thing to do here. Just sprinkle that in alongside it. And using a fork, what you need to do is just squidge out those little garlic cloves, and they come out. And I know it looks like a lot of garlic here, but what happens when you roast it off, it becomes really sweet, and it's not that really strong, astringent garlic that you would normally taste. So get that straight in there. Keep squidging and pressing until it all mixes through. Now, if this is the sort of food you love to cook, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below, and of course, subscribe to my videos right here on Jamie's Food Tube. Once that's mushed down and everything's nicely combined, we're going to tumble the pasta straight back in here, mix through, and you've got a simple supper. Really, really tasty and full of flavour. At this point, season it up with a little more sea salt, and then some black pepper. And I actually, while I'm mixing through, like to add a little bit of Parmesan in here. It just helps it come together. And while we're at it, we might as well go the extra mile. A few sprigs of basil leaves and just tear them like this, straight in amongst this. And the heat of the pasta will just make them really, really tender. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my favourite little pasta dishes. Mushy roast garlic and cherry tomato pasta. You've got to try this.